one small fact. You are going to die. Despite every effort, no one lives forever. My advice is, when the time comes, don't panic. Doesn't seem to help. I guess I should introduce myself properly, but then again, you will meet me soon enough. Not before your time, of course. No, I make it a policy to avoid the living. Well, except sometimes. Once, in a very long time, I can't help myself. I get interested. I don't know exactly what it was about Liesl Memminger, but she caught me and I cared. When I finally caught up with her friend Max Vandenberg's soul, there was this moment that haunted him the most, for leaving his mother, for feeling that awful light-headed relief that he would live. It's always the same, you know. The excitement and rush to war. I have seen so many young men over the years who thought they were running to their enemies, when in fact, they were running to me. While 10,000 souls hid their heads in fear and trembled, one Jew thanked God for the stars that blessed his eyes. The bombs were coming thicker now. It's probably fair to say that no one was able to serve the Führer as loyally as me. You know, I have always fancied the image of me with a sickle and a cape, dark and formidable. Unfortunately, I am far more ordinary and commonplace. You see, no one intended to destroy a street named after heaven. It was a misread on a map. No sirens that evening. First were Rudy's brothers. I read their simple thoughts. Then I kissed his mother, and I stole the meanness from Franz Deutsch's heart. Rosa I caught mid-snore. But then I felt her regret for not sharing more of her very big heart. As for Franz, his soul was lighter than a child's. I felt his itch for one last tune on his accordion, and I heard his final thought. Liesl. In my job, I'm always finding humans at their best and their worst. I see their ugliness and their beauty, and I wonder how the same thing can be both. I have seen a great many things. I've witnessed all the world's catastrophes, and I've worked for the greatest of villains, and seen the greatest wonders. But still, it's like I said it was. No one lives forever. When I finally came for Liesl, I took selfish pleasure in the knowledge that she had lived her 90 years so wisely. By then, her stories had reached many souls, some of whom I came to know in passing, like Max, whose friendship lasted almost as long as Liesl. Yes, almost. In her final thoughts, She sought a long list of lives which merged with hers. Her 3 children, her grandchildren, her husband, and among them, lit like lanterns, were Rosa and Hans, her brother, and a boy whose hair remained the color of lemons forever. You see, I wanted to tell the book thief she was one of the few souls that made me wonder what it was to live. But in the end, there were no words, only peace. The only truth I truly know is that I am haunted by humans.